Welcome to NEK VT Rocks, and my guest today is James Groft. Some of you may know James from the farmers markets. You've been really consistent this year, which has been great, and people have loved you. How did you get here?
Well, it all started, I met my fiance in Alaska. and, and that was about 2014, and she had a house in Joshua Tree, California, Southern California. And so I followed her there, and we've been there for about 6 years. And it's just so dry and hot, we decided that we needed to go somewhere with water. And so we looked at some places in Northern California, and that was like the fires happened. It was big. It's big every year, but
It's been really big.
yeah, so we were like, gosh, we need to go somewhere where it stays green. And Artemis, my fiance, she's from upstate New York, like Ithaca.
Yeah.
And so she's familiar with this place, and she has a friend in Maine who's been like trying to coax her to come to Maine. And so we looked at some property up there, and we looked at some property here and there, and we found this place right by a lake, Lake Salem. And it was kind of in our price range, and her sister and sister's husband kind of helped us out get the place, and so now we're
So
fixing
here
it
you
up.
are in
Yeah.
northern Vermont. So you've moved from Alaska. What were you doing in Alaska?
Well, I'm from Phoenix, and I just searched on the internet freeways or cheap ways to travel, and WWOOFing came up. It stands for Willing Workers on Organic Farms. And
Yeah.
so I messaged some places. I accidentally signed up for WWOOFing USA. I wanted to go to Australia or New Zealand or something. So I was like, Alaska's far enough. And so I was there for the summer. And I didn't even go through the winter there. So it's totally a new thing, the winter. We actually came here not even looking at the house. We just kind of moved here, and then
And you got to fix her up.
yeah.
You're an old hippie. I mean, a young hippie, but you're an old hippie, an old soul hippie. It's great.
Yeah, I do. I find it comfortable with living with that kind of mindset.
And you have house renovation skills too.
Slightly, you know.
Are you learning them?
I'm learning them, yeah.
Really fast?
Yeah, we have a roommate who knows how to do a lot of things, so it helps.
That does help.
Yeah.
So what's your plan for up here?
Well, I've been to a couple farms that I worked on. One in Sierra Nevada, one in Nebraska. And I really like the farming thing, just the homesteading thing, actually. Just being independent and, just living on the land. And so we talked about maybe alpacas, but because they're so cute. We had goats for a couple years in the desert. We had to buy hay and feed them, which wasn't fun. But here, you don't have to worry about that as much. I mean, the winter, yes, but
Yeah. You
So-
do have to feed in the winter.
yeah.
Yourself included.
Yeah, I enjoy some kind of farming. We got 20 acres, so we got some space to work with.
So you can certainly grow your own hay.
Yeah, exactly. Once we get a tractor.
Yeah. Just the minor things.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, you're earning your living as a musician.
Yep, we're getting by, and my fiance works on computers, like website work and stuff like that. And we also got a house cleaning jobs here and there. Seems like the more house cleaning we do, the more jobs we get, because I guess we're okay at it. We're good at it, but
That's great.
yeah, I don't mind it. It's not that bad. It's pretty easy work. I mean, it's detailed, but
It's always going to be that.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
no matter how often you clean,
yeah,
it somehow magically gets dirty again.
yeah.
So, what's your music background?
Well, I'm second oldest of 10 kids, and I know it's a big family, and
This is true.
my dad, his family is very musical too, and he did singing in church as I grew up, and they gave me some piano lessons, and so I was just around it all the time. I'd probably, singing since I was 2 or 3. Probably started playing piano when I was like 7 to 12. And then, of course, I didn't want to take piano lessons anymore.
None of us did.
Yeah. But then I taught myself guitar and bass, and my senior year of high school, I took piano lessons, and that took me leaps about, like, learning the technique and reading the music and things like that. So I've probably been playing out for 20 years, like, it all started at First Friday, Phoenix, like an art walk. I just put my guitar case out there and started playing, and got a bunch of girls' numbers and some dollar bills, and I was hooked.
Do any of your siblings perform?
Well, my brother right under me, he kind of does the same thing I do. He's a little more of a singer-songwriter, but he hasn't put out too much stuff publicly. I guess it's on SoundCloud. Benji is his name. But I mean, we all play and sing together, which is really nice.
Sort of what was that Mormon family? The Osmonds.
I haven't heard.
I know, it's way before your time.
People would always call us the Von Groft family, like the Von Trapps.
Yeah, see, I knew we'd find a family. And you're in Vermont, it's the right family.
Oh, Von Trapp?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Down near Stowe. In fact, one of them performs quite regularly around here.
Oh, yeah. I'd love to get to know the music scene around here and do some more jamming.
Well, certainly plenty of opportunity. I mean, it's not super lucrative here, but you have already found yourself a small following from the farmers market.
Yeah, I've always felt really comfortable in that farmers market setting. People are just kind of laid back, and they won't get mad if you're playing music.
They like it, and particularly the vendors. The vendors really like it.
Yeah. Well, I've walked around when I'm not playing, because I can't walk around when I'm playing.
This is true. Well, you could, the sort of troubadour, except you're amped, so.
Yeah, I did that at a sandwich shop once. I kind of made my way around tables, but when I was there not playing, I noticed that it was kind of quiet, which is nice, but I can see how music can change that atmosphere.
Yeah, it does. It really sounds good when it's good music.
Yeah, I've worked hard on making sure it sounds okay.
Yeah, I noticed from your card that you teach as well.
Yeah, I haven't. Maybe I've given one lesson, ukulele lesson. It was an adult, which is hard to get adults to come back, because they have adult things to do. But I'm really well with kids, because growing up, I mean, my parents still have 5 at home. The little one is 6.
Wow, that's a really big age gap.
The oldest is 31. And so I would love to teach music to children. I think that I would be really good at it. But I just haven't started yet. But I'm putting it out there.
That might be something that the libraries would be interested in.
I thought about going to schools too, and like kind of running down a few instruments. And actually, my grandpa in Phoenix, he was teaching music at a public school, elementary, like choir and guitar and stuff. And he had me come over and talk to the students sometimes. And
be cool.
Yeah, play some music.
The library in Derby, quite near Lake Salem, does a lot of child-centered teaching stuff.
That's awesome.
Storytelling. I bet they'd love to have
I should talk to them.
You get involved, yeah.
That's a good idea.
There's a lot of creativity up here.
I get that feeling, because the winter kind of makes it happen, doesn't it?
Yeah, I just think it's who moves here by choice, as well as who's lived here for generations. You've probably already met a lot of artists.
Yeah. Everyone is so kind. It just blows my mind. People aren't like that in California, really. You know, it's like the closer you live together, the farther you are apart, and people are spaced out here enough, I think.
Probably. I think it's funny because Vermont's one of those mixes of total tolerance and total intolerance. And there is a genuine, it's okay for you to be who you are and do what you do.
Yeah, I get that feeling.
Preferably don't get in my face about it, but it's okay to be who you are.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, exactly. It's really worth having. It's an interesting state.
Yeah, I feel home. I feel home here.
Be interesting to know how you feel about it after winter. But
yeah. I mean, we moved to Kentucky for 6 months, which isn't like this kind of winter, but I saw snow.
Not even.
I know it snows.
If you
like
think that was winter.
that was like just rain compared to this, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I'm excited. A challenge.
Yes, and learn to ski. I mean,
yeah.
Embrace putting skates on your feet and all the other fun stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's lots of opportunity in ski lodges too. I think they hire musicians.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
That's another place that's really worth talking to people, because we certainly have some that are near us. If we could ever cross the border again, there'd be even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that we miss.
I know.
But it is making us sort of look more about what do we have here.
Yeah. It's a lot quieter, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe soon.
So in another year, where do you hope you're going to be?
In another year.
Yeah.
Well, I hope to be riding my new tractor.
So that's so that you can do the homesteading.
Yeah, once we get this house fixed up, I think we're gonna start looking at what kind of farming would be best for our land and what kind of business we'd want to start. Or who knows? There's so much opportunity. I feel like with the resources we have.
Right. Is your house even close to being winterized?
No. Yeah, we're about to hit the grinding stone soon, but I'm not stressed about it. I mean, we just huddle up and layer, right?
Yep, pretty much. There certainly is financial help that you can get for winterizing up here. You just have to be clear about what you want and do the pieces that you can do yourself anyway.
Yeah, we're working on that piece.
Yeah. And it's worth getting as much advice as you can from people who have been down that road
definitely
before.
Open to that.
Yeah.
I got the advice to get Mickey Mouse boots. Have you heard those?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yes.
But people laugh at me when I say that. People from Phoenix are like, Mickey Mouse boots.
Yeah. What kind of music are you doing now?
I find myself leaning towards like folk music, kind of like John Prine, just easy acoustic, singer-songwriter, clever lyrics.
Yeah, John Prine was brilliant. He really was.
Yeah.
He's a big loss.
I know. I just got into him when he passed too, which I'm like, oh, why did I miss this?
Yeah, how did you not know about him growing up?
I know. Well, I got the John Denver side of things.
Yeah, it's interesting because neither of them is really folk.
Yeah.
So, I mean, folk is a really broad category. Who else are your big folk influences?
Well, and one of my main influences, especially from piano, since piano's my main instrument, is Billy Joel. And so I really
Again, no folk.
No, yeah.
But very talented.
And a singer-songwriter, yeah.
Yes.
But I don't know. I kind of like that bluegrass folk feel, like the mandolin picking. It's kind of like really fast yet really calm. That middle.
Hmm. Yeah. So you tend towards that side of the folk spectrum. I mean, folk is such an enormous category.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say I would like to get more political with my lyrics, but it's hard to get the the courage to speak out about some things that people don't want to hear. I really like that side of folk, like Bob Dylan, but I think my music's about to grow majorly.
That's great. I was going to say, just do it, please.
Yeah.
Do it. It's the most powerful agent for change.
Yeah.
It really is.
I've been getting that message lately.
Yeah. It's so effective. You can sometimes even slide it in with a little humor,
Mm-hmm.
but it gets people.
Yeah. You could just slide it in and people wouldn't even know sometimes.
It's sort of interesting what they then find themselves just singing along with. I mean, all you need is a little catchy chorus.
Yeah.
And so many of the political folk musicians did that. It was really powerful.
Yeah. Woody Guthrie.
Yes, very much so. I mean, his music is so singable.
Yeah. I know. I love that. I love the folk side of like it's kind of like kid music too. Like kids love singing those songs.
Right.
And we
Yeah, I
still
mean,
sing
a
them.
lot of Woody Guthrie's music was just so simple and so kid-oriented, but you could take it so much further.
Yeah.
It was a great way of bringing them in.
Yeah.
And his children did the same thing.
Arlo Guthrie, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Arlo Guthrie's kids are in a band with him, and it's awesome, yeah.
yeah. Well, there are generations of them now. I mean, Arlo's a grandfather, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, who else?
Who else? Guess I'm drawing. Jackson Browne, I've been really into him
Mhm.
lately on piano.
And there's another political musician.
Yeah.
He has great musical politics.
Yeah, I love his stuff. I guess I'm trying to find my own voice recently, so
Yeah. And you're going to be singing a couple of songs for us
Mhm.
today, and actually in a couple of minutes, as we're sort of getting to the end of the discussion bit. What about the songs you've chosen to sing today?
Well, there are two songs that I wrote. One is inspired from the trip up to Alaska
Hmm.
and just the beauty and vastness of the nature up there.
Yeah.
This place kind of reminds me of like a little Alaska's backyard or something. And another song is kind of inspired by like children's minds and
Uh-huh.
just the simple things and how we're all a family.
Yeah.
And I actually wrote these songs in a single day. Me and my partner, her brother-in-law and his friends got together and made this thing called Song a Day in February,
Hmm.
where you have to write, record, and upload a song every day.
Wow.
February because it's the shortest month.
Yeah.
But I've done most of my songwriting then, because if you start something and you don't like finish it, it just kind of floats around. But if you have like a day to like, I'm gonna do it, you make yourself.
Really focuses you.
If you mess up, you have to just push through.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, and a lot of good songs have come. Some songs haven't been that great, but
So you managed 28 songs that month, and so did they.
yeah, I think one month I was 29.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
but,
hey, could have been a leap year.
Yeah, it was a leap year, but yeah, it's not like rules. You can just come and go as you please. But having that support with everybody creating really helps too.
Yeah.
And everybody listens to each other's songs.
And you were doing that on Zoom, or the equivalent?
Well, someone created a website, and there was like a little comment section where you upload your songs and stuff.
It's so amazing what you can do now with technology
I
that
know.
my generation would never even have dreamed of.
We're very connected, aren't
Yeah,
we, to each other, but also in a way it disconnects us from each other.
absolutely. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Zoom. I really hate Zoom
Oh,
meetings.
no. I'm sure lots of kids feel the same way.
Yeah. But clearly there are ways of using the equivalent positively.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's really nice to hear. So we're going to stop talking now, and I'm going to thank you for coming. And Todd's going to come out and hook you up, and we'll go into the music part of this. I'm really glad you came and that we did
Thank you
this.
so much for having me.
It'd be great.
This song is called Home. I hear my name called out from the mountains passing by. I see the breathing of the trees as the breeze gives a gentle sigh. And I am with the moon, earth, and the sun. I am home. Oh, I am home. I am home. As I sit near a stream, I feel connected to other beings from different realms, watching over me in shining light to help me find my dreams. And I am one with the moon, earth, and the sun. I am home. Oh, I am home. I am home. Let these vibrations reach the world to share a peace of mind for all the souls who feel lost and alone. Open up and you will find that we all are one with the moon, earth, and the sun. We are home. Oh, we are home. We are home. This next song is called All for One. Workers are working, children are playing, searchers are seeking, preachers are preaching, lovers are loving, farmers are growing, hearts are growing, progress is showing, feet are walking, mouths are talking, voices are singing, bells are ringing, birds are flying, spirits flying high. Do you know why? There's a piece of me, and you and me, and
And when we laugh, we create a special harmony. You see, we're not very different at all. We're all for one, and one for all. Wolves howl, cats meow, ears hear beautiful sounds. I see wonderful colors like blue and red and green and pink and orange. Fingers touch, tongue taste. There's a nose in the middle of your face. It smells, but not bad, unless you don't wash up before you go to bed. There's a piece of me, and you and you and me. And when we laugh, we create a special harmony. You see, we're not very different at all. We're all for one, and one for all.